Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can you tell me if you can hear me, if you can see me? My previous buffering, so who knows what I'm going to be seeing today. But if you could let me know if you can hear me and see me, that would be lovely. Here are my hands waving at you. My Costa cup. Good morning. Oh, kitten. Shush. Can you let me know if you can see me and hear me? That would be lovely. And I'm starting just a little bit early just to make sure that it is all fine. Give me some feedback. Oh, wonderful. That's great. So as I just mentioned, my preview is buffering. But I am on a hardwired cable today. So fingers crossed. Okay, that's fine. Fingers crossed that it will be fine. I see no reason why not. Kitten, stop it. Cat just decided that he just wants to participate in this event today. So, hello. Okay, I'm just getting ready. We're just about to get started. Give me one moment. Okay, good stuff. Good. Where are we with this? Good. Okay, lovely. Oh yeah, Wild and Free collection is absolutely gorgeous. We've still got some in stock if you guys are interested in a little bit more. Okay, I'm just switching everything on my screen so I can see you and make sure that I'm prepared for this. I was preparing all the mixed media stuff and I didn't prepare my screen that well. Cancel. Alright, nearly there, bear with. Good. Okay, lovely. Okay, good morning everyone. How are you? I hope you're okay. I hope everything is, you can see me fine. I'm just a little bit tilted with my camera. I'm still working on my overhead setup and I'm in a different room today. I am with my little kitty pie. I wish I could show him to you. Hello kitty pie. So I'm going to put him back on a chair, so he's going to be sitting and assisting and probably stealing stuff. So okay, let's take a look at what's in the shop. Yeah, just a little disclaimer whilst everyone is coming in. Hello. Yeah, so just a little disclaimer. If you are after something that I have shown today and it says sold out in the shop or it's not there yet, well, I will tell you what I will or what I will not have. Then do stop by this afternoon, please. If you're after it and you would like to get it, then please don't forget to stop by this afternoon rather than going somewhere else. Because I'm just going to be popping a lot of stuff on the website. A lot of snip art arrived over the last 2 days. Brand new snip art designs. Some of your favourite designs that have run out or I have run out of. We have a new limited edition of micro beads coming out soon. Coming out hopefully this afternoon. I'm going to have a little helper coming in tomorrow doing stuff on the website, which is great. So yeah. That's hi Sylvia. So yeah, so that's that. I'm going to try to make this session quite relaxed today for everyone, mainly for me. I keep saying this to myself because I get really stressed at times with these because there's just pressure. Oh my god, the world is watching you, you know. So okay, enough chatting. What we are going to do today is I'm going to be focusing on mixed media techniques that you can use on smaller projects, where you can use them on bigger projects as well. But I will be focusing on mixed media techniques. So it's not going to be as much about the finished project, as much as creating your backgrounds for that project, if that makes sense. So my small projects or canvases, they're not actually canvases. These are watercolor papers. Hi Sue, hello, hi Debbie. Hi Sue, hi Sue, Debbie, Sue, Sylvia, Jill, Maria, Ellen, Margie. If I forgot someone, sorry. Joyce, Jill, Chelly, Ptuikat. Hello. Okay. So my little surfaces today are watercolor papers, and these are from these are just a small watercolor paper squares, which I have glued together. So there are two glued together. I just use double-sided tape really. And if you did get the white box, the limited edition white box, they were in your white box, so you had a little stack of these. So I like working on watercolor paper because obviously it takes moisture quite well and handles it quite well. Hi Dawn Patricia, hi Paige. Okay, so let's get started. I've got some of these, and I've got some of the lacquer one sheets as well, which I'm just going to one sheet I'm going to be using. Okay, so to start with, I wanted to show you some things you can do with texture paste, because as you know, we are nearing the release. Oh, Sans has come out, yay! We are nearing the release of the mixed media box, and I appreciate that you still need more information about it. I am going to be sitting down doing this today. I needed to do my VAT return, and I will probably have to continue. But anyway, what I was saying is, with the mixed media box, you are going to get gesso and texture paste inside. So I just wanted to show you what you can do with the texture paste. I don't have that specific texture paste on my table. It's just because its practicalities it's just downstairs. But I've got tons of other different texture pastes as well. So okay, so a few things you can do with it, and then we will take it through a stencil, and I will show you how that actually works. So I want to give you loads of ideas on how to do your backgrounds on mixed media projects. So I hope that's an exciting prospect. And yeah, let's get started. Enough chatting, okay? Okay, so what you can do with a texture paste. I've got two texture pastes here, she says, and she can't open one. One is opaque texture paste, and that one is really similar to the one you're going to get in your mixed media box. So that's an opaque texture paste. Cat decided to do his hygiene things, and he's licking his paws. Good job he's not licking anything else. Anyway, and this is just translucent texture paste. Let me just get that cat hair off. Okay. There is a method in this madness and why I'm taking this out. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to split it in a few parts. I'm probably going to need more blobs of this, so I'll start with this. Okay, so the first medium I'm going to be using in those. Hi Julie, hi Zena. Okay, so the first thing, so for those who just joined, I just have two different texture pastes. One is opaque, one is translucent texture paste. I'm going to be adding different mediums to it, and I'm going to show you how it looks like, so you just get different ideas. This session is all about mixed media. It's all about creating your backgrounds, and then we will finish one or two projects just to show you, what you can do on top of that. But it's really about your backgrounds and different mediums you can use, which is really exciting. I think goes with the pending whatever release of our mixed media box. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is a pigment, and the pigments I'm going to be use are from Primer Elements from Color Arte. I keep saying Color Arte. Anyway, now one of those pigments. We got six different colors. They're all gorgeous. One of those pigments is going to be in the mixed media box, so I'm going to use, let's just for consistency use this purple, and they've got new packaging, so they have those little cute shaker pots. I'm going to be honest, the Color Arte pigments are my favorite. I prefer them over, I've got entire, don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying this, I've got entire set of Magicals. Look at that spatula. Yes, there will be one like this. Okay, so these are my favorite, and the reason why is because I feel like they dilute better, if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on those texture pastes. Cat is watching. What the heck is Mama doing? What is she doing? Fluffy, you want to say something? Did you hear that? Okay, so I've used that purple colour, And now I'm going to mix it with the texture paste. And I'm going to create a color texture paste. Look at that beautiful, hold on, we just need to scrape this a little bit. So I've got 2 palette knives. You are going to get 6 palette knives in the add-on set. And they will be of a different size, and you're going to get smaller ones, plastic smaller ones as well. So this is the translucent texture paste. Look at that gorgeous color. Isn't that stunning? So this was the translucent one. Okay, and then I've got the opaque one, and I'm just going to mix it. That will probably give us a little bit different finish. And then we will take it through the stencil, and then we will dry it. Oh, beautiful. It's just turning into this gorgeous lilac, because obviously there is a white powder in this paste already. So you get 2 completely different finishes. Can you see that? It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. That's like my trademark phrase, I've got to say. Right, okay, so bear with. I've got my stencils from Snip Art. Oh gosh, do you know what? I am so blessed that Snip Art decided to work with me. That lovely Marta from Snip Art decided to work with me. I genuinely say I am blessed, because this woman is amazing. She's the kindest lady ever, and she's got the most beautiful products. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my little, actually, do you know what? I'm going to use the one that's not thick. Oh no, I'm going to use the one that's very thick. And I'm going to take the stencil and pop that down somewhere. Bear with me, I just got still got quite a lot of cold actually. So I'm trying to survive, but I'll be fine. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this somewhere fairly steadily. Oh wow. Do you know, I love this myself. I love playing with stuff like that. I'm not sure if I will have enough, but we can probably scrape enough to get that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't, and it goes a really long way. Okay. I'm just a little bit in love. Have a look. Firstly, how crisp is that beautiful image? How very crisp. I still got tons of that paste left on my palette knife. I would say go and wash your stencil. I am going to have to be a little naughty and not wash it, but I will do that later, because obviously I don't want to go to the bathroom and wash my stencil now. But this is absolutely stunning. I am going to just leave this for a moment, and when we will heat dry it. In the meantime, I'm going to take the clear paste. I'm just going to do that. I should have used my wipes. Oh, I do have some wipes. I do have baby wipes. Use your baby wipe. Oh, use your baby wipe to clean your stencil. That's a very good idea. Do you see? I'm full of good ideas from myself to myself. Oh, I feel the stencils are going to my basket. I think the stencils are absolutely amazing, Beverly, and I really, really highly recommend it. And you know I wouldn't recommend crap to you. You know, even though I am obviously selling those, they are beautiful. Right? Bear with me whilst I'm just cleaning my stencil, because I just, you know, these are the type of stencils that you really want to care for, and you don't want to get loads of paint left over on them. Okay, so that's fairly clean now. I will leave the baby wipes around because I will no doubt need them in a moment. I'm going to now take a different sheet of my watercolor paper and use the same stencil, and I'm going to use this translucent paste, which created this really vivid beautiful background. And I can already feel, interestingly enough, I can really feel difference in how it applies. It's much more smooth, it's much smoother rather. Okay, and again, I don't need this to be absolutely perfect. Okay, and then lift it, and it's like magic. Isn't that beautiful? Obviously I've got a little bit of wet from the wipe, but that's fine. So you've got this, and you've got this. You can see the difference in vibrancy of the color. So this is the translucent one, and this is the opaque one. Oh, stunning. They are going to decide. They are going to, I'm going to let them try on their own for a moment, and then I'm going to use them on my project. Oh. I'm just going to take the rest of that paste. I'm going to have to clean up as I go because I'm just on a fairly small table, and obviously because I'm broadcasting, which means that I want to have enough space, otherwise it's just going to be piles and piles of mixed media. Unfortunately, that's what you need to do to kind of stay organized when you're broadcasting. Right, this I'm just going to just gently wipe this, that's fine. Okay, now another thing that was thing number one you can do with your texture paste. I'm going to show you some other things, and I would absolutely, will they change any more when they dry? Tuikat asked, yes, they may get a little bit lighter, and the translucent one is probably going to get a little more clear and translucent and see-through. Okay, so the second thing I'm going to show you what to do with your paste is I'm just going to take a little bit more. Someone just said, Debbie just said, you always clean when you as you go. Do you know what? I don't, and then I always suffer from it. So I think this is going to be a little bit of a New Year's resolution. Plus, I'm doing this now because I don't want to cross-contaminate different types of mediums. You see, this is from a previous session. Okay, number two, not like number two. Do you know what? I'm full of humour today. Full of humour. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of the opaque paste and then a little bit of translucent paste again, and it's really the translucent one I will have more in mind for this technique. Loving this technique approach. Okay, so this is number two. Sorry. To clear tape, clear paste, opaque paste. What I'm going to use now are microbeads. Now, I hope that you can see the connection between texture paste and microbeads. Microbeads just going to give us a more lovely granular look and you know, feel. I did mention at the beginning we are going to have a brand new limited edition version of our microbeads. There is only that many microbeads, so you've got the clear ones, iridescent ones, pearlescent ones, metallic ones. We are going to have some awesome colours of the metallic ones, really unusual colours that you wouldn't normally see. I mean, have a look at this teal. And they will be in the glass bottles. We will start with the glass bottles, and then I will probably switch to plastic bottles eventually, because I think glass bottles, there's always a risk, especially if you're traveling with them, that they will crack, because you know this is not a solid glass. Okay, so I'm going to use some of those. I'm clearly into my lilacs and purples. Do you know what? Maybe let's just use a little bit of that today. So these are teal microbeads. Love anything metallic. These are clear microbeads, and what I'm going to do, obviously microbeads, you know, they are round, they're beads. So what I would suggest is that you spread your texture paste a little bit and then pour your microbeads in it, and then I will do the same here. Just spread it. I just want the microbeads to grab already to sticky surfaces, and I don't want to be chasing them around the table. The sun is going to be going in and out, so we will be having different lights. Never thought of using microbeads with texture paste. Hold on, just got to check the cake. I'm sorry, Beverly, I can't hold on. Right, okay, so I'm just going, now they grabbed a little bit, now I'm just going to use that. Now remember, this is an opaque paste, so the microbeads colour is going to be very much muted, and you know, they will look a little bit like a poppy seed. You will see a little bit of the colour, but you're not, you know, you're not going to be seeing them in all their glory. But that's beautiful effect for some projects. This is the opaque one. Sorry, this is the clear one. So this, when it dries, you should be able to see all your microbeads, you know, in all their glory. Maybe not necessarily all the shine, but definitely all the colour. Okay, now I'm just gonna scrape that. It's like making a cake. Someone mentioned cake. It's like making a cake. Again, I hope you can see a difference in this. Let me zoom that in because I really want you to, I want you to explore these things, and I really hope that after the session you're just going to go and play. I really, really hope so. Okay. Oh, there are so many products I need. When is this kit coming out? 1st of February. Okay, so let me just zoom that in and then show you. So this is the clear, this is the translucent paste, this is the opaque paste. I hope you can see that okay. So obviously they will have two very different finishes, and I am going to dry everything for you with the heat gun, so we are going to have a little more chatty session. And then I'm going to dry everything for you, and then we will see how that actually works on the project. And I'm thinking, should we use the same stencil or should we use different stencil? I'm sure you want to see different stencil, don't you? Okay. This actually, hold on, this may be just a little bit too detailed. Oh. Okay, I am going to take this brick stencil. Oh, Beverly, can you send me some? If anyone ever wants to, would like to do a little care package for Anna, and you've got a dress on the side of your boxes, then cake is my favourite. Cake, please. Oh, any cake. Oh, I love cake. Care package for Anna. Right, okay. So, hint, hint. So, I've got this different stencil from Snip Art. This is the brick one, the wall brick one. And then I'm going to use, I'm just thinking maybe we can use even both on the same stencil. So I'm just going to take, this is the translucent one, if you remember, with the turquoise, with the turquoise micro beads. So I'm just going to pop that there. And you do have to keep your palette knife fairly flat because the beads tend to gather on top. So just keep it fairly flat, and when you apply it, just do like a almost patting motion rather than scraping motion. And then this is the opaque paste that we're just going to add here. Oh, beautiful. I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'm just going to lift that up. Wow. Okay, I'm sure you can't see this very well. Hold on, I am going to zoom in. I really want to show you all those amazing effects that you can achieve with this. Have a look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I don't know if you can, did that zoom in? I don't know if you can see that very well. Oh, here you go. It will get there eventually, but oh, look at this amazing texture, and those microbeads are fantastic. They're really adding to this. Okay, clean up as I go. Someone said you will be inundated with cake now. Oh, Sue, I bet you I won't get a single one because that's the way it is. I'm telling you. Everyone forgets. We are all always full of good intentions. Like, I am always full of good intentions, and yeah, but, well, maybe I'll be wrong. But if someone does fancy sending me a cake, send me a cake. I love cake. Although I do need to go on a diet because, this whole thing with the TV now, you just see yourself in a completely different light, literally. Oh, I'll get my husband to bake a cake for Winchester. That's amazing. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Thank you. Okay, tidied up. Look at me. What a good girl. I am wearing my Finnabair, what's it called? My Finnabair apron. It's really great. It's even makes you a bit warm, which is great. Okay, where were we? Where were we, my lovelies? That was technique number 2. Okay, the next technique I'm going to show you is with another of our favorite products, which is glitter. So this will be the last texture paste technique. I just need to tidy this up because I will probably use the same brick stencil. Unless you want me to show you a different stencil, give me a shout if you want to see a different stencil in action. I'm sure the same stencils kind of get a little bit boring, don't they? Let me know what you want to see and I shall oblige. Oh, okay, lovely. Okay, so the last thing is I would say you generally need a translucent texture paste for this technique, because you just really want to see the result of your efforts and the shine. So I've got glitter. This glitter is from the October craft box. We had two different glitters. One was a bit more brown, one was a bit more coppery. I'm using the coppery, and you got either or. I'm using the coppery one, and again I would suggest that you just pour it straight onto the paste, otherwise it will go everywhere, and give it a good mix. Oh, I can still see the shine. It's lovely. I do need another wipe, because I want to wipe this palette knife. Excuse me. I do apologise. I'm going to have to wipe my nose in a second. It always happens. Okay. Just scrape that. Scrape that. Scrape that. Okay. Good. Okay, mixy mixy. Do you want to see this up close? I'm not sure if you are. Yeah. Someone just said mandala, please. Okay. All right, my lovely. Let me just let me just take it out. Grab the mandala. Here we go. I believe this is mandala 1, or I think this is mandala 1. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to pop my little thingy. What is it called? Watercolor paper. And then use this paste on the mandala. And I think this, because obviously the granules of glitter are much smaller than the micro beads, I think this will look rather amazing. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Scrape the excess, because I need some of that on the side here. Ta-ta! Oh, gorgeousness. Okay. Get that. Tidy that up on the side. Here you go. So this is the mandala one. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Can you go back to the circles one, pretty please? I will try that. If I have another technique, I certainly will. Okay, so this is the mandala one, and this is with glitter. I'm just going to let this dry, and you should get this beautiful clear glitter effect. I'm going to put that to the side. Do you know what? I'm running out of the sides to put things on and tidy up. So to recap quickly, we had three texture paste techniques already. So with any texture paste, you can do your micro beads, you can do your glitter, you can do your pigments, and the pigments will turn it into coloured texture paste. I do genuinely believe that having pigments, and as I said, colour arte are my favourites. Colour arte are my favourite pigments. Having the pigments is the best investment you could make, because you can make sprays with them, you can make paint with them. You just need mediums that then you just use over and over and over. You can use you can do colour texture paste, you can do whatever you wish. I just love pigments. Okay, so there was a request there for the circle, so I'm just going to take these, and one thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you how to make your own spray. And again, I am kind of alluding to your mixed media box, because you are going to get the colour art pigment inside, and you are also going to get the solution. Now, okay, hold on. Okay, so how to make your own spray. I've made one here. Now you may be a little confused about the colour. You may be a little confused about the color. The reason why is that because this bottle is green, so in your mixed media add-on bundle, you are going to have two bottles. One is going to be this gorgeous lilac and one is going to be green. But this is a green bottle and inside there is a purple spray. That's why it looks a bit browny. But I made the spray and I have sprayed it on a watercolor paper and I got this beautiful shine. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because quite a few asked me how to make sure that your pigments will not run after you respray them. Personally, I never much cared about this because I spray them, I dry them, I leave them, and I hang it somewhere. But I think some of you at some point said, you know, you were disappointed because you resprayed something, you wanted just to add something or whatever, and then the pigments run. So I want to show you, and everything for this you are going to have in your mixed media box. Okay. So this is a spray I made earlier. I'm going to go back to the stencil in just a second, but let's just do our little chemistry now. You are going to need a bottle of water and you are going to fill it to about 3/4. Okay, then just normal water, although I would suggest that if you want this spray, you know, if you're thinking you're gonna, okay, if you're making a larger bottle, make sure that you're using either distilled water or boiled water. The reason why is obviously normal bottle has, you know, normal water has all the bacteria, which are completely, you know, or bacteria or whatever, you know, things that just make it stale after a while. So your spray may start to smell. So yeah, so I use some kind of distilled water or ironing water, or you know, something that is quite pure. So you have your water, and then you need your spray. You need your pigment. I am going to be using the Color Art one, and this is going to be a bit of a challenge because I just realised I didn't lift the top. Oh goodness me. Okay, just clean this, and I'm just going to lift that sprinkle top. It's not difficult, it just needs a little bit of persuasion. See, and you can do it with your nail if you have strong nails. Okay, you need your water, you need your pigment. Again, bottle will be in your add-on bundle, pigment will be in your mixed media box, and then this third thing, you are going to need the solution. A sample of this solution, more or less that big, which will last you forever, is going to be in your mixed media box as well. Okay, so the intensity of a colour is up to you. I tend to take two, depending on the size of the bottle, 2 little scoops like that. And then if I want a little more colour, that's perfectly fine. We can do that later. But look, I've barely touched the amount of that pigment in the pot. It's just loads. And then I'm just going to take my solution and just really add a little bit, just a few drops. You know, they say it's 1 to 4, so 3 parts of water, 1 part of solution. I used much less, and I had really great effects anyway and results. So I've got all that mixture in here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake, and this colour is the kind of brownie colour. It's gorgeous. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give a little bit of a trial, and we spray it. So you've got this lovely and light colour. Now I'm thinking, do you know what? I think I like it, but I might just want a little bit more. And that's fine, because all you have to do, it's all trial and error. All you have to do is just add, and I just sprinkled absolutely everywhere. Okay, you just need to add a little bit more of that pigment to your spray, and then put that to the side. Take a wipe and clean your surface, because otherwise everything is going to be messy. Okay, and I can just turn it around, give it a good. Will we be able to buy more of mixed items when you run out? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What's the solution? I didn't hear. The solution is actually a product by Color Art, which is a binding agent. So this is the same. spray. It's just a little more intensity. So this is how it looks like. This particular bottle, this is not the one that you're going to have in your set. This is just got funny sprayer, this one. But yes, this was the lighter version, and this is the darker version, and these are my hands, because why not? We can put that to the side, although I really am running out of the sides. Ah, la 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 la. La la. That's me looking for a side. I think I'm just going to have to put it in a bin, unfortunately. Right. Okay, so here's the spray. Where is it? I've had it. Oh, here is the spray I've created yesterday with exactly the same formula I've just shown you. It's just slightly different pigment color. I've used the I've used like a purpley one. And what I'm going to do now, oh, my bin is overflowing with the baby wipes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and this stencil, which is a little bit dirty, so the colour might bleed from the dirt. That's fine. And okay, here you go. Just going to give it a good mix and give it a little spray. Da, da, da. Lift it up. Oh, love that watercolor effect. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a zap with the heat gun. Now, if you didn't want that kind of splotchy watercolor effect, you can tape your paper to the surface, and then tape your stencil to the surface. But also you can just give it less sprays so that the water's not gonna start seeping underneath. Okay. Okay. So yeah, someone just said, what's the recipe? So yeah, so you've got your water, you've got your pigment, however much you want to add, for depending on the intensity you require, and then you also have the solution. And again, you know, it's 3 parts of water, 1 part of solution, but I have added much less, and it was perfectly fine. Now, okay, I want to show you a little trick. And this is what my stencil looked like. I really need to give it a bit of a wash in a second. I want to show you a little bit of a trick. Now, if you have ever had sprays and then you if you have ever used any pigments without the binder and then you resprayed them, you know they will just reactivate and they will start going everywhere, just as if you just sprayed the pigment and powder for the very first time. Okay, now this is a piece I have created yesterday, and sorry, that's not a piece. I just took exactly the same spray that I've created yesterday, and I've sprayed it, and it just air dried. And this does have the binder, the solution, the binder. Okay, excuse me, and then yeah, and then that just dried, and I hope, well, I don't have I can probably find a way to show you somehow, but yeah, as I said, if you just didn't use any binder, it would just completely reactivate, started to run. Now, what I have already done here, I did trial it once because I needed to make sure it works, but I am going to spray it with water, and look at that. I'm spraying this with water. And yes, a little bit of pigment reactivates, but the general layout does not move anywhere. So that's the difference between having and not having binder in your spray. I've learned the hard way, so you know, we're all learning as we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. This is going on my printer. Fingers crossed, not gonna start leaking anywhere. The binder is the one that will be in the mixed media box. Yes, Caroline, it is. It is. You're going to get a little sample bottle. I think it's about 30 millilitres. And that will last you forever, because you literally just need a few drops, really, for what we needed to use. For what we need to use it for. Okay, that was that. Okay, all right, lovely. So these were some of the ideas that I've wanted to give you. Now, another thing I want to do today is I want to create a little bit of a patina effect. Patina and rust are ever so popular at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little piece on this paper using my rust and patina paste. I do completely appreciate that you're still waiting for it. I'm still waiting for it. The Prima is out of stock of these, but I will let you know as soon as they're back in stock. Mine is running, hold on, let's just zoom in. Oh, here we go, sorry about that. Mine is running really low, the brown one, but we will see. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take a piece. This is actually from the October box and it just suited me just fine of how this got different crevices. I do hope that it will work. And what I might do is, well, fingers crossed, we are going to experiment together, okay? I am going to take my sheet away and put it to the side, which I don't really have many more sides. I am going to take a black gesso as soon as I can open it. And I'm going to use that black gesso. Do you know what? I think I do apologise. I think I do need this because otherwise everything's going to get totally messy. So I'm going to use black gesso to add to my piece. Just to get that coloured and covered. Okay, that was quick. Take my heat gun. Give it a zap with a heat gun. This will be dry in no time. You literally need, 10-15 seconds. If you are wondering what happened with my low blow craft tool, the craft whatever thing, unfortunately it just packed up very quickly. I love that thing, but to be fair, I dropped it. So I think there's just start going and it just makes really weird noises and makes me very uncomfortable. With, I'm just a bit scared of using it. I'm going to take my patina, rust and patina paste. Now, I do want to tell you, do you know what? We can do this together. Yeah, let's do this together. I would need to just bring something here. Hold on. Would I have enough of what I need? I would need to bring brown pigment. I want to show you how to make your own whilst you're waiting for the rust and whilst you're waiting for the rust paste to be back in stock. I wanted to show you how to make your own. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, just remind me in a second. I will show you. I'm just going to use this one, and if you excuse me to disappear for a moment so I can go into the other room and then find a brown pigment, then I will be able to show you how to make your own paste whilst you're waiting. And all you need again is a pigment. That's that's the beauty of pigments. Okay, so if that's okay with you, I am going to disappear for just a second and I'm just going to pick up brown pigment, unless, do you know what, I don't need to because I've got it here. I'm not going to abandon you. Just going to take my brush and just clean this quickly because I'm so bad at cleaning my brushes. Okay. That was me trying to squeeze the bin. Okay. How to make your own rust brown paste. Okay, my heart too died quickly and I did not. Okay, right. How to make your own rust paste. All right. It may be a little bit of a shiny one, and rust paste is not shiny, but needs must. Okay. To make your own rust paste, you will need a coarse moulding paste. You can get a really cheap one from Pebeo, which is very, very coarse, and that's great because you want those granulars. I'm going to use the one from Golden just because I have it handy. I've got the Pebeo as well. I just want to see if this one is coarse enough. Yeah, I think so. I don't want you, what you are, wherever you are. My husband's in the garden and he looks like a sailor because he's just looking to the distance with his hand next to his forehead. Anyway, okay. You are going to need a brown pigment of any sorts. Oh, in fact, I've got some brown pigments. I've got some of these as well, which are the Frank Garcia old pigments. They are going to be on the website. I've never put them on the website. I think I've got 3 of each kind. But anyway, you're going to need a brown pigment. I'm just going to take just a little bit. Just enough, hopefully. You know, we can always add more. I think we will need to add more because we want this brown. This just looks like poo. Sorry. Filters. I just knew I need to switch my filters on. We will get there eventually. It will stop looking like poo. Or not. Okay. Okay, that should do it. I had to put tons. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Come on. Sorry, talking to myself. This really looks like thing, like walnut. Okay. If you have a darker brown pigment, that will probably work a little bit better, but that's fine. I am going to carry on adding something to it. Where are my pigments? I can't see them. Is that the purple one? Hold on. I'm just going to add a little bit of this colour to it, which looks purple, but it's just going to make it darker. Oh, this is getting browner. Excuse me. I love this. This is just experiments by Anna Hassan. Absolutely love this. Right. Okay. I'm just going to end it there. And whatever we end up with. Oh, this is actually looking really dark now. I quite like it. Do you know what? This looks a little rusty to me. Okay. Thank God. It's not going to be as dark, but it is quite dark. Okay, right. So, you've got your ass paste. Ta-da! And if you have a darker brown pigment, that's even better. If you don't, that's fine as well. I am going to take a little bit of this, and I'm just thinking, do I have like a metal embellishment? Yes, I do. I do have a metal embellishment. I've got some handy. So I'm just going to add it here, and what I think I'm going to do is just going to take a brush and just add that on top. Just not sure if this looks I think this looks quite rusty, doesn't it? You could even make your own what was I saying? If you could even make your own coarse paste by just taking regular paste and just putting some sand in it. Right. This is enough for what I need. I am going to dry this, and I'm just going to put a little bit of patina effect on top. Okay? Right. I think this is just perfectly fine. Well, I hope you like it. I do, you know, it was a bit of an impromptu idea, but hey, we do need a little bit of a wipe and then just tidy up our surface, which just does not happen very frequently. And the cat is sitting on onto my chair, and then bless him, just interested in what I'm doing. Okay, just gonna tidy this up to get my this looks like wiping baby's bottom. Sorry. I know you're all mums and grandmas, so you do understand. I shouldn't be understanding this. I don't have any kiddos. Okay. Hilarious. Okay, I'm just going to give this a dry with my heat gun. I hope this has given you some ideas anyway, and I will show you that in the zoom just in a second. Just going to give this a good zap. This is probably going to be rather hot. Oh, that's great. I'm glad it helped, Joyce. Just reading your comments. Okay. I'm gonna give this, is that dry? No. Okay, so okay, I hope you can hear me through a heat gun. Do let me know. The reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I'm showing you this is because the patina effect is going to be ever so popular this year. Really, really popular. And I wanted to show you that, obviously Prima is going to is coming out with a lot of kind of patina effect texture paste and patina powders, etc. And we will have them in stock, and I am so excited to try them. But I also wanted to show you that you can, if you have a set of pigments, then you can do all of this on your own as well. This is going to be rather hot and this is rather dry, so that's good. So I wanted to show you, that you can do it with the stuff you already have. And as much as I love shopping for craft products, and I want everyone to shop for craft products, if we never use the craft products, then we eventually stop buying them. So we've got to use them. All I'm saying. I'm guilty of that. I've got tons of my craft products which I've never used. Okay, I am going to use the colour called Guatemalan Green. I've got some other blues here, and actually before we go ahead when use this, I'm probably going to just take a little bit of each of the colour. This looks very patina like. I'm going to take a little bit of each colour and just going to sprinkle a tiny bit onto a watercolour paper and spray it. So I'm going to do it in order. The reason why I do this is because the colours in the jar are completely different, and I can hear you fine. Great. Colours in the jar are completely different to what you're actually going to get when you spray them. So it's always advisable that if you are just about to put it on your project, you are going to check that the colour is what you actually want. Okay, wonderful. So let's find my spray bottle. Little lilac-y one, cutesy one, and give it a spray. Oh yeah, this is definitely what I need. This is what I need. Okay, so I actually was leaning towards this, but I think this one looks really good as well. So this was the last one, and this was the first one. So I can give them a bit of a mix. I think that green one, if I just mixed these two, they would look really good. Anyway, I'm glad I did this test, and I always recommend you do this. Just a little bit of pigment here and there, or alternatively, what you can also do, if you are organized, you can cut out little round circles from your watercolor paper, put a little bit of pigment, spray it, dry it, and then stick it on top of or at the bottom of your pot, or this pot, because they have these spots at the bottom here, and then you will always know how it's going to look like. Or do a different chart. You know what, you should do a chart. I dare you, do a chart. Okay. So I want to do some patina stuff on these two troubles. So I'm just going to take my little brush and then just going to take this. This one was Guatemalan Green. That was the pigment, and I'm just going to add it in the crevices, and this is just covering everything. I should have definitely taken a smaller brush. Okay, so you need much smaller brush for this. I'm just going to take and then just drop the pigments in the crevices. Not everywhere, because you obviously don't want the, patina is mainly in the crevices. It's not across the entire piece. Leave that. And then, yes, definitely much smaller brush. I'm just adding that in in the mechanism of that cog here, and then just going to maybe give it a general sprinkle here and there. Lovely. Okay. I have done a chart already. Someone is a top student. Debbie is a top student. Oh, such a shame. All that pigment. Look at that gorgeousness. Okay, I've got tons. Right. I'm going to take my bottle and give it a little bit of a spray. Oh, wow. Look at that. Give it a little bit of a spray and zap it with a heat gun. Quick, 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 because it's sinking in. Oh, wow. I'm going to zoom that in. This is amazing. Oh, goodness me. This is so interesting. Now, this is very, very interesting because one thing that happened, this was on my homemade texture paste. Basically what happened is the pigment didn't have binder in it, so it reactivated and it created this amazing effect. You see, we're discovering things together. Isn't that amazing? If you wanted that brown to show a little bit more, you could have added a little bit more pigment, but that's something to keep in mind. But doesn't that look like it's just been discovered, sitting in the ground, you know, for hundreds and hundreds of years? And you've got this, you know, oxidized metal effect. Oh, just absolutely love this. I hardly ever use my pigments, as I do not seem to be able to create the effect I want. Dee, if you should definitely come to workshop, to the one we're doing with Leonie, because I'm going to be doing mixed media session. So that would be, I think you would really benefit from learning quite a lot of these things, and I will be demoing and showing you how to do a lot of these things. Okay, this piece, if you remember, was the one with the rust paste, and I sprinkled a little bit of the pigment on it. So on this one, I'm just going to spray it with water and then dry it. This is absolutely beautiful. Again, I'm going to show you zoomed in result of this in just a second. Okay. All right. It's obviously going to be a little bit hot. So let's see if I can pick this up. Probably not. Okay. And this is our rust paste by Prima, with a little bit of pigment to add this patina effect. Isn't that, I don't know if you can see, hold on, I want this to zoom in. Oh, come on camera, don't be a meanie. Oh, I hope you can see that. So this is how that looked like. So two completely different effects. This was just a silver heart just a moment ago, and it just really looks like you just dug it out from the ground. And this one has a little bit more blue, more patini effect inside. So again, use your supplies. You probably already have it. Obviously we all love Prima, and I am going to be stocking their brand new mixed media stuff, but I hope you like this. So these were some of the ideas I wanted to show you today. I hope I've shown you loads and you really enjoyed this session. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish one of those projects off. We will see how many we can get through. And I'm thinking, I really want to use purple and blue, always go really well together. So this was, I'm just going to go back to the samples I was creating. So this is nearly dry. So this was opaque texture paste with a pigment, and this is what it looks like when it's dry. So I actually didn't get any lighter, so you know, that's good to know. This one, it did get a little bit more see-through and shiny. Definitely shiny, and that's definitely dry now. And this was the translucent texture paste. Then this one, I don't know if that's completely dry. I sense that probably isn't. No, not yet. But this one is our background with the bricks. And interestingly enough, yeah, this is if you look closely, if I can maybe show you this. Hold on. I need a pointing device. This was clear texture paste, and the you can really see the shine from the micro beads really well. And this was the opaque texture paste. You can see the color, but you can't see the shine. So that's going to be your difference. And then this is the spray. Hold on. Sorry, I thought someone was at the door. Okay, so this was the spray. We did it through the our stencil and our homemade spray. And you know what? There's no difference really between this and any other sprays you all buy commercially. Yeah, you can make it. You can make your own. Okay. The only thing I would say is because it's got a binder, it's kind of got bound onto my stencil, so there's going to be quite significant scrubbing. Okay, so let's do a project, shall we? So I'm going to use this little art here. I'm really kind of excited about this, and I'm just thinking, what do I want to do on this one? Firstly, I think I want to give it a little bit of a trim. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. And this is my tiny little trimmer. Now, this is going to be a little bit interesting because I don't really want to squash the texture paste. Oops. Oh, probably just killed my trimmer, but hey, that's fine. I wanted it shorter. I have it shorter. I put my stencils in the bowl. Wow, a project now. Okay, so I'm going to use this, and I think I'm going to use some of those beautiful elements on top, and some flowers as well. So, okay, I've got some glass elements, and I think I just want to put them somewhere. But maybe before I do that, I will take a little bit of a watercolor paper, and then I do want a different color. I want a different color. What do you want, Anna? Maybe some copper. So I'm just going to add a little bit of coppery color. Give it a spray. Where is the spray? Where is the spray? Oh, gorgeousness. Okay, zap it with a heat gun. I love how watercolor takes the color. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Just going to give it a zap with a heat gun. Right, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of the glue. Oh, someone just said, sorry, where is the mandala? Dee, I don't know what you mean by, oh, here is the mandala one. Isn't that gorgeous? It's still a bit wet, but the glitter started shining, coming through. Actually, I do really fancy doing something on this one as well. We will see. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of glue. Dee said it's not straight, Anna. I'm not sure what you mean, Dee. Let me know. I shall correct whatever's not straight. Okay, so I just took my glass capuchon and I'm going to stick it, I did stick it onto my card. And if I've got really crappy scissors around. Do you know how it is with scissors? They just go walkies, don't they? They totally do. Okay. here you go. I'm just going to cut around this gorgeous little piece with my rather rubbish IKEA scissors. Well, they did the job, so that's okay. Okay, and I've got this beautiful coloured cabochon. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, a little bit of pigment. Oh, the card where you trimmed it. Oh, the card is not straight. Oh, sorry. Well, it's mixed media. It's going to be a little cricket media. Okay, here you go. That's fine. I've got this here, and I do really want to add this beautiful piece somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Where's my glue? I do want to add this here. It's like a little sun on the horizon, and my hands are all dirty now. Oh, you didn't cut it straight with your little guillotine. No, I'm sorry. That's okay. I know, because it just keeps moving and it's really thick cardstock. That's okay. And then I do want to give this a little bit of a of some kind of prominent space, but I think before we do that, I do need to add some other things. And I've got my little faces. I really love the October craft box. I've got so much replay. I really do need to put it somewhere. Oh, goodness me. Karen has stuck them on really, really well. I'm just thinking that little peep is going to go in the middle, just below a creepy peep. Creepy peep. Creepy peep. Creepy peep. Yeah, sorry. Just ignore me. A little creepy peep. Where did the heart go? Can you can probably see it. Oh, you can see it's there. You can't see. Right, okay. So I'm just going to put that little heart, little patina piece inside, and I'm just going to put my little creepy peep. Creepy peep. I love that. Sounds amazing. Oh, and you know what? Before I go and do that, I'm going to take some of the snip art. Yes, replay, gimme. I've got I really need to do this. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I am currently looking for an assistant, and I'm going to I think I'm going to need to get someone to do some website side of things, because like Karen is so busy with everything, and ladies are so busy. I think I'm gonna need to get someone just to put stuff on the website. Right, so this is the bubbles or whatever from Snip Art. And oh, actually, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, because that's also what I've shown you. Sorry, I keep moving away from the project, but I want to show you techniques. It's the exciting thing. So what I'm going to show you is how you can color snip art. If you watched my Hochanda show, you would have seen how you can do that, but you can use any colorant really, and I use some inks. I use distress ink on Hochanda. I am going to use something else. I'm going to use maybe that green, that olive green, because I think that color will just go lovely with my piece. So I've got this Hampton Art little square ink pads, which are lovely. I love how bright it got. It's beautiful. Such a beautiful weather. It got really, really gorgeous around here. Okay, I'm going to do that, and look at that. I'm just going to color this. I'm just going to color one of them, and then the rest is going to stay uncolored, and add this onto my piece. Just get that cleaned. Somewhere over the rainbow. Cutty cut. Excuse me. Just going to add a little bit of glue as soon as I can unclog my little bottle, because it's non-clog bottle if you make sure that you are going to put the little stopper. Okay, just put it in just a few places just to let it catch. this lovely olive green, which goes with our purple and our orange. Okay, that's that. And then the other bit of it, which completely disappeared from my site now, here. I'm just thinking I might just put that somewhere here at the bottom. Isn't that a lovely song? Just putting some here and putting some glue here. You know, I don't spare my glue, I just soak everything in glue. Okay, different colours. And then this piece is going to go on top, or on the side here. So again, I'm going to have to put tons of glue at the back, and that will catch eventually. I will heat it up with the heat gun probably at some point, just to make sure that it will catch. And our little face will go in the middle. It's a bit spooky piece, that is. Spooky piece. It's almost like a Halloweeny one. And to finish it off, I've got some floweroonies. I'm weird, I know. Okay. Those little bottles are fab, said Caroline. Thank you. I've got some bigger ones that will be in your mixed media kit. Okay, so I've got some little flowers. Just going to swirl and curl them. If you are wondering, someone once asked me, how do you curl your flowers? Okay, here you go. Ta-ta-ta! That's what I do with every single flower in every single box. Now, to be honest, Karen does quite a lot of it because things are very busy, and you will hear a lot about Craftbox in the next few months, because oh my goodness me, the stuff I'm working on with other companies is very, very exciting, and I'm excited. I'm just going to put this little leaf. This one was from a box, from the heavy metals box, that one was, or from some other box, I'm not sure, but there was some, it was somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, I'm just going to add some of that and then put my flowers around. This will have to dry for quite a while, just to make sure it's all dry, because at the moment it's not. It's all wet. Okay, here we go. Just get that little squeeze. Make sure that's properly adhered. I've got this little fish scale capuchon, which also I've got tons of, and I really need to put them on the website. And they go, one is purple, one is blue, and they're gorgeous. And okay, and I'm just going to just add them here, and then I'm just thinking add it maybe here on top of that circle, just to offset this a little bit. Okay, I love this. Now I also have a patina key, which is actually from your latest box, from a January craft box. I'm going to put quite a lot of glue around. My husband put the heating on, and oh my goodness me, is it hot around here. I need to ask him to take it off and switch it off. I'm just going to put the glue, sorry, the key down, so you can see we are building our little scene. Oh, this is cute. I love this. It needs a sentiment though. It really does need a sentiment. I'm just looking around. Yeah. Do do do. Ah. The glue is glossy accents. Yes, it is. Thank you, Caroline. You're a superstar. Right. So, what do we want? Create, smile, perfect art, special day, special moments. That's a bit too creepy for special moment. Perfect. No, create. I think we're going to go with create. This is from the perfect set that is on the website. If it is sold out, come back around 4 o'clock. It will be back in stock because I've got quite a few of these. So I'm just thinking of adding this here. Now, one thing I would like to do before that happens is I'm going to take a wax, another mixed media staple, and then I'm going to, just thinking what color do I want. Maybe, no, the brown is going to kind of disappear. Green. I'm going to take that green color and then put it on top of my Create, and that will give it this golden effect. Excuse me. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's supposed to be a little bit messy, but this is what it will. Oh, great, that's lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glossy accents there, a little bit of glossy accents there and there, and then that will catch somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, lovely. So we've got my Create. I'm not sure, they kind of disappeared a little bit. That's fine, I'll maybe do something with it. Okay, so here's my little piece. I do think that maybe there's something missing in this corner. Maybe I will round this corner. Yeah, rounding this corner is probably going to be a good idea. But this is my tiny project that I have added on top of all those things that I have shown you. So let's just quickly recap what we've got in here. We've got, at the very bottom, we've got texture paste with the pigment. So it's our own made. This is our own homemade coloured texture paste. Then I have also rusted that element here, which was just a silver one. I've put some brown rust paste, and I have put some pigment to give it the patina effect. I have used a wax on our Create, which I would suggest I use maybe gold, because that one kind of made it disappear a little bit. I've made my own coloured cabochon from just a glass cabochon and then the pigment, and I sprayed the pigment, dried it, and then stick the cabochon down and I cut around it. And I also coloured the snip art with the ink pad. So there's tons of techniques on this little piece, so I hope you guys are inspired by this demo. Just going back to show you what we have done, and obviously, you know, you can then build on top of that. All you need really is just some metal embellishments, and you know, and then your mediums to play with it and to alter it and to change it. So this is our homemade sprite I also showed you how to do. Here we go, our clear texture paste with the pigment. Here is the mandala that someone was asking about, and obviously the drier it will get, the more glittery it will get, but it's already really beautiful. And that was the other piece as well. And I think I didn't forget anything, but I hope you enjoyed this little session. I am going to finish. Oh, sorry, I did forget something. Our little wall. Look at that. I am going to stop now because I might lose my voice. But I really hope you enjoyed yourselves, and please stay tuned for more news about the mixed media box. I am definitely going to be sending everything out today. In fact, I'm just gonna tidy up and do a little photo session with the products and put it, you know, promote it on the website. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye.